I want to go in his love life. And I tell you, I mean, it's not like him and Thor are really brothers. I love that. I mean, there might have been some experimentation going on somewhere. But my question is,
Loki, you will tell no one of this.
Hey everyone, support our Patreon, which helps us to continue bringing you our live streams, videos, and podcasts while bringing you new content such as exclusive live streams and animated shorts. A lot of people are watching Loki right now. A lot of people coming out and saying, hey man, you know, I didn't want to say this. I really did not. Because I loved everything that Marvel's done, but I can't stand Loki, but I love that mother. I mean, damn, every time I think he's getting what he deserves, he gets his comeuppance. Every time I think he's getting punished for just being a complete ass. Oh, he does something that just delights me or makes me say, damn, he's clever, man.
Why me? I need your unique Loki perspective.
And a lot of people saying it's perspective that we've been happy to get, because this has been, you thought WandaVision was crazy. That was the most original show. Nah, man, this is crazy right here, and it's getting crazier and crazier. Catch you up real quick. Loki has been taken by the Time Variance Authority, and they need him because there's another Loki out there who's throwing the timeline completely off. Can they go in and stop this latest Loki from doing this? And since this is 6 episodes, we've been introduced to this latest Loki a lot sooner than a lot of people thought we would, who happens to also be a chick named Sylvie. Not Loki. Don't you call me that, Sylvie.
I hate that name.
I don't know how everybody feels about this, but I tell you, this has been getting a lot weirder. And one of the reasons why this has gotten weirder because Sylvie, also people, let me just say that this is a spoiler discussion about episode 3. So if you haven't seen it, you might want to tune out. Or if you don't care about being spoiled, then stick around. Just, I don't want to hear your shit. But Sylvie, the way she's been hiding on the timeline, thanks to the sleuthing of Loki, who somewhat turned quickly into a timeline detective, he has figured out that the way she's hiding is because she's hiding in certain apocalyptic events on the timeline. These apocalyptic events are important because, well, if everything's gone, if everything's destroyed, if everybody's killed and whatnot, then that timeline ends to a dead end, and there's nothing left. Therefore, she's overlooked and can carry on with whatever mission that she has, mainly trying to take on the Time Lords.
Or is she? Yeah, after all, she is a form of Loki. In this episode, they had 2 big reveals here. Now, one of those big reveals, and I have a question for you right here. One of the big reveals is, well, they said, didn't know if y'all know this, didn't know if you noticed anything about Loki that was kind of questionable, but he's bisexual.
How about you? You're a prince. Must have been would-be princesses. Or perhaps another prince.
A bit of both. I suspect the same as you.
And everybody's like, we know. Yeah. Come on, man.
Shocking no one.
Come on, man. His flamboyant ass. You know, I'm open-minded, and I don't want to insult anybody, but another reason why people don't like Loki is because Loki, and I don't care how open-minded you are, but almost everybody has met that one prissy, petty-ass, smart-ass gay dude who has pissed you the fuck off.
and he's all of them.
And he's all of them. And you don't want to say nothing because you don't want people to think, well, I'm a homophobe. No,
right.
But fuck that dude. Loki has been that guy, man. What I want to know now is, who has Loki been fucking? I want to go in his love life. And I tell you, I mean, it's not like him and Thor are really brothers. I mean,
I love that.
I mean, there might have been some experimentation going on somewhere. But my question is,
Loki, you will tell no one of this.
This is making news as usual because Disney's saying,
oh, look what we did. We did it. Remember what we did in Cruella?
Yeah.
Look what we just now. Superheroes, huh?
Disney patting themselves on the back. Ladies and gentlemen,
Disney's first major bisexual ass character, Loki, is introduced by us, if we do say so ourselves.
Ow. I think I broke my arm.
And on Pride Month,
I can
too.
reach further back now.
Good job, Disney. Thank you, Disney. But man,
stop.
we often talk about these reveals are cheap.
Yeah.
You know, this, going back and retconning characters as gay, known as the Dumbledore these days.
Right. Yeah, don't Dumbledore.
Yeah, are they? Okay, so, is this cheap here? Is this a Dumbledore moment?
Well, I mean, Loki has often been in the form of a woman, so his sexuality never really gets discussed in the comics.
Yeah.
But him being all about chaos and mischief and assuming the form of women, it's not outside of. It's like you hear and you go like, oh, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, okay, that tracks.
I think they put more work into this than like a Dumbledore or any other thing, like our background character or something. I mean, it's still something where I feel like if I was gay, and y'all know me, I hold people to task. I don't take no consolation prizes or anything like that. I would still say, all right, it's a step forward. That's cool. We're easing people.
Yeah.
We're easing people in, but still, it feels like one of those things where, all right, talk is kind of cheap, man. This is to me. These moments seem like, and it's not ruining anything for me. I'm not complaining, but these kind of moments seem like, oh, this is kind of happening both ways. We get to actually, appeal to the gay audience, pat ourselves on the back for doing something. Oh, but don't you be kissing no man.
Well, okay, so here's the thing, because this is one thing I don't necessarily like about reviewing episode per episode, because right now, during that end, it seems a little bit cheap because it doesn't play into anything.
Yeah.
But we still have 3 episodes left where it could.
Well, I'm not even asking for them to do that in the 3 episodes. I don't need any kind of moment to prove to me that they like gays or this is Pride Month, so let's go ahead and do something for them. Or, if it's part of the story, fine. If they don't, then don't force it. I'd rather you not do it than force it.
Right.
I'm just saying, at some point, whether it's Loki or some other character, I think let's stop giving lip service to it. Show some relationships, and I'm not talking about for a gay movie. If you're gonna do this and no pun intended, pride yourself on that, then show a relationship, show a kiss, do the things that actually normally would make people uncomfortable or people would fight back on or whatnot, but other people would be proud that you did it. There's been enough lip service going on for these things, and we continue to do this. Somebody's got to push it a little bit more. That's all I'm saying. But please don't give me any kind of gay moment here if it's not deserved.
Yeah.
The second reveal, to get off the social issues here and just back to the story, the second reveal is that I told you the TVA motherfuckers weren't to be trusted.
Yeah, right.
I said, there's something shady going on with them, man. And now we're finding out that with the TVA, they're abducting people. Mm-hmm. Because Owen Wilson talking about we're created. Nah, you were kidnapped. You kidnapped in Stockholm.
You were chosen.
You were.
That's what they tell you.
You were snatched. And I listen. I didn't completely guess what was going on with it, but when Owen Wilson in one episode was talking about jet skis in the '90s, I said he's fun. And also, when did Owen Wilson start coming up in the 90s?
Yeah.
I said, man, they probably got him because they're going to do some flashback of him in the 90s.
For being actually Owen Wilson.
When he's actually Owen Wilson, yeah. He's going to be out there on the jet ski with that flowing blonde hair and shit. Yeah, he's going to be out there,
him and Vince Vaughn riding jet skis, and suddenly he disappears. his jet ski on its own, just stalling out in the ocean. Vince is looking around.
I figured they were doing something, and then later, because I did look this up. Now, there's been some articles, but I no bullshit. I looked this up because I was like, Josta, man. I said, I know that. I've seen it. And I looked it up just because I was like, is this a regional soda that they sell? Uh-huh. When I looked it up, I didn't know that it was something that was just sold in the 90s.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like 93 to 95 or something like that. So I said, man, and then later on, and look at people, I would tell you if I was full of shit, but would you, Corey? No, I there was an article later saying that, yeah, with the jet ski and the soda and everything, they're like, he don't know that he was kidnapped. Shit, that fool was snatched on a jet ski. That's why he's thinking about it.
Well, I was rewatching the second episode right before I watched the third one, and there's so much of the people in the TVA. There's so much they don't know about the way things work there. When they get questioned on it, they well, it's faith, or you have to believe. And it's like you don't know.
Yeah, and that was actually confirmed here. Now the part, because I'm with you, is like, damn, y'all really. You don't know where these files go. You don't know this department. You don't talk to that. You don't know when you got hired. There's a lot of weird stuff.
The three lizards thing, you just take that
for granted. Yeah, exactly. That's why I said it's just like a cult or something. It's always been kind of ominous. And now we find out that they have actually been snatching people from Earth and maybe some other places.
Before she joined the TVA, I was told that everyone who works at the TVA was created by the timekeepers.
That's ridiculous. They're all variants, just like us.
He was like, say what?
He looked at her like, bitch, I'll slap the shit out of you. You lying.
And they only make me wear that jacket?
Yeah, man. Why do you think they got him in that shirt and tie? Yeah, he's been walking around like a galactic pimp all this time. And they got his ass looking like a schlub at a desk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they had him doing. That's why they had him like. That's what was funny to me. He went through training. Read the manual. All that stuff, man. Yeah, that's why I'm saying there's no telling they're pulling from Earth, but where else are they pulling from? That's why you had. Forgot the actress's name, but she was in that room talking about it's real. It's real.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
real.
Sasha Lane.
Sasha Lane. Yeah, she's probably talking about her former life, her memories, something, man. And it's this takes on a whole new tone where the mystery deepens. It's like it's not. We see Sylvie now.
Yeah.
It's like not about who is this mysterious other Loki. She turned the tables like, no, who the fuck are you? Who are these people? Don't worry about me. Y'all know what I'm about. Yeah, now I'm very, very suspicious about the TVA.
I'm only sad that there was no Owen Wilson in it because he's my favorite character in all this. But it gave Loki himself a chance to shine and own his own show.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with you, man. Owen Wilson, I've been loving those two together, and I did miss him in this. But this show is taking so many interesting turns, man, and it's something where this is definitely fulfilling the whole weird thing that they talked about. Yet it all makes sense, man. It all makes sense, and it's even more ominous about the TVA. The way Sylvie describes them, she says, "No, don't worry about me. Worry about these fascists over here that are manipulating everybody."
When'd you get so paranoid?
Oh, I guess it must have started when I spent my entire life running from the omniscient fascists you work for.
You're like, damn.
Yeah. I don't like them either, but Jesus.
God damn, you ain't got to call them space Nazis.
They're not Hydra.
Yeah. When I talk about the tone of the show, it's that last episode is continued into this. It's kind of depressing.
Sure.
Hanging out in all these apocalypses.
Yeah. If you're not in the apocalypse, you're in a drab office.
Yeah.
Wearing brown. Everybody's wearing brown.
Shit, I'd rather go to the apocalypse. At least something is happening.
Yeah.
At least I got to do paperwork for the rest of the day. Nah, man. We saw Alabama in that last one. There was a typhoon. It's near future Alabama, but
2050.
2050. Yeah, but what was sad about it is like this is an apocalypse. So that means, and I like that they haven't hit that. Look, kids gonna die, babies gonna die.
Yeah.
They made sure you hear babies crying and everything, and they kind of did the same thing in this episode. We've gone from Alabama to Lamentus 1, which is the moon, which is you have a planet about to crash down on it. And what was depressing about this is that, man, again, they show the poor being denied, about to die, children about to die. But what got me here, man, these rich pricks getting on this train right here.
Sure, but it's all for nothing.
Yeah.
They're only giving tickets out to the wealthy!
Man, fuck them, those rich pricks. The way they walking, avoid the riffraff.
They could at least try to hide and run in there.
Yeah, exactly. No, it'd be one thing to just, like, not even showing they care. It'd be one thing to be like, I'm sorry, y'all, I can't do anything. But they're like, yeah, fuck you.
Just like Snowpiercer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that is true. Well, you should have been rich. It's your fault, isn't it? Especially when I saw that goddamn snitch
Oh yeah.
they had on the train, man, that punk ass right there.
I know. Right.
Yeah, when he's looking
like
at
everybody's having a good time. And he has to be like,
he got to be the one.
I don't like to sing and dance.
Went straight to the popo.
Yeah.
Bitch, and came in. Man, you know what's worse than a snitch? A snitch that come in pointing. There he is.
It's a racist against us Guardians.
There's that motherfucker. Get him. Still was Loki's fault. Look, man, all Loki had to do, Loki the whole time talking down to Sylvie. Talking about, that's a stupid plan. Let me handle this. And what happened?
When she sings, she sings, come home. When she sings, she sings, come home. Men run and dance to the boss.
Is this bitch drunk?
Hey man, that's what Loki does. He has a good time.
Too much of a good time. Don't talk down to me. Stay low. Let me handle this. And meanwhile, hey, everybody shot. Stupid ass. And got caught. Man, that's what other dude told because he just got tired of his shit. I can't sleep because of that motherfucker.
I can't sleep because of this.
It's cool how they even are trying to probably connect to some of the other movies. Now, one of the things that I did read on, and it is interesting, they're talking about this moon about to destroy Lamentus. You probably know about this and how it connects to everything.
I don't.
This is some real nerd shit right here, but
Go deep.
I'm about to go deep, boy.
Get a good deep breath and then dive.
According to Marvel history, that is very canon right here, the moon Lamentus is close to where the Kree live. Therefore, saying that you might see if Loki happens to be able to change the timeline and save Lamentus 1 from being destroyed, you might see Lamentus appear in the Marvels or even one of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
Oh, fuck. Get out of here, nerd.
Where's the toilet?
Oh, I gave myself a wedge. So they are still trying to connect with this. That's the thing. Do you think that what you saw, because I feel really bad for these people that are about to die, man. Even Loki seemed to show. I thought it was cool that Loki showed somewhat compassion, because Loki looked around when they were because if you watch the show, they were trying to. Their plan was this train that's called the Ark that was going to save all these people. How? I don't know.
The train was going to take them to the Ark, and they would get on that and escape the planet.
Yeah, they somehow escaped the planet, which we saw how that worked out.
Yeah.
Whatever rocket there was, that got destroyed. But they thought, like, okay, now we're stuck here. You know, it was only a matter of time before going to these apocalypses would not work because they were going to get stuck. And it happened. So now they're only, and I was so into this episode, and it was shorter than the rest, that when it ended, I was like, oh, fuck you, because I didn't know the ending was there.
Yeah.
But now Loki says, man, well, the only thing we got to do now is keep the planet from being destroyed, or the moon from being destroyed, or the planet from dying, destroying the moon. But he did look around at everybody. Not very Loki-like that we know. He looked around and said, wow, all these people are going to die. Mm-hmm. Which leads me to believe.
First time he cared.
Yeah, exactly.
Because when he was in, where, I don't know if there was Pompeii or whatever that volcano was, he was like, yes!
You're all going to die. Fuck you! We're out. It leads me to believe that he is going to be able to save this somehow.
Okay,
I don't know how.
That's a lot, because he's barely been able to fight guards. I don't know how he's going to stop this destruction here.
So yeah, man. But any other thoughts? Any other elaborations on things?
No, it's just much with WandaVision. I'm intrigued and want to know. Okay, now what happens, and where do we go, and how do we get to the mystery of it? I mean, I'm so invested in getting to the bottom of the mystery of the TVA. That's my thing. I was like, I want to see the curtain get pulled back on the lizard men.
Yeah, man, that would be such a great shirt or hashtag. Pull the curtain on the lizard man. It is at this point. I don't know how it's going to end, but it's delivered on everything that we've been given in other shows, all in one show right here. Some great. What's that? Go ahead.
I was a little dismayed when Sylvie would kill the TVA, the guards. I was like, man, these guys are just trying to do their job.
Yeah, well, they were trying to kill her. And listen, we don't know who can look. They might be the bad guys.
Yeah,
I don't
guess
know.
that's true.
So you think,
but like some she would just knock out and some she would kill. Like whenever she get the like throw one guy on the ground and the next guy she'd give him the stick and he'd melt. I was like, oh, that's not right.
I felt bad about it too, but hey, they did try to stick her first. So you notice the dudes that she let get away? Well, the ones that just punched her. Tried to
there was
her.
some who like one dude just he came running up at the wrong time and
maybe it was an accident. Maybe just ran into it.
She's a Loki. There's a blurred line in morality.
Sure.
And that's true.
Sure.
She is a Loki. A Loki is a Loki, no matter what. When you say pull back the curtain, you think it might be some Wizard of Oz thing going on at the end?
Yeah. So it's a question of, so what is really running this?
Little bald-headed white dude behind the curtain.
The Watcher, the Celestials. It could be a bunch of different things.
Pay no attention to me. I'm just talking to the lizard people. You hear me up there? Shit.
All right, you got him. Fuck it. What y'all want? Money. But yeah, man, here's the other thing. I think that at some point, they're gender fluid, sure. Both of these, because even Loki, he said, "Hey, I'm bi, just like you.
Yeah,
I know you.
Yeah.
I know you, girl." Do you think they'll end up hooking up?
That's what I was wondering. I was like,
because they've been arguing the whole time.
I know. I almost feel like the time to do it would have been this episode, because they do it later. It's gonna be like, man, y'all trying to make some kind of weird romantic comedy out of this.
I like this,
but I mean, it's still on the table.